Back in 2024, Elvis Presley's granddaughter was fighting for her life in court. Someone was trying to steal Graceland right out from under her. But that's just the beginning of this story. The memoir she finished tells us something so shocking about her family that even Oprah couldn't believe it. We're talking about keeping a dead body in the house for 2 months straight.
Love me tender, love me true.
I don't think you know what happened to Elvis's family after he died. You don't know the half of it. Today we're going to find out what really happened to his granddaughter, and I promise you, this story is going to blow your mind. Most people know Elvis Presley died back in 1977, but what happened to his family after that? Specifically, what happened to his granddaughter? Her name is Riley Keough. She was born in 1989 to Lisa Marie Presley. That's Elvis's only daughter. Riley's dad is a musician named Danny Keough. Now here's the wild part. Riley literally grew up inside Graceland. While other kids were playing in normal backyards, she was living in the most famous house in America. Every single day, hundreds of tourists would come through Graceland for tours, and every single day, Riley and her mom would get stuck upstairs in Elvis's private rooms until the tours ended. Sometimes they'd be trapped up there until 5 o'clock in the evening.
And I love you so.
The staff would bring them food, usually McDonald's, right up to Elvis's bedroom. Can you picture that? Eating chicken nuggets in the king of rock and roll's actual bedroom. Riley didn't just sit around living off the family name though. She started working as a model when she was 15. Then she got into acting. You might have seen her in that crazy movie Mad Max Fury Road. She was also in American Honey and Logan Lucky. She's actually pretty good at this stuff. Last year she got nominated for an Emmy for playing a rock star in Daisy Jones and the Six. She even won a big award at the Cannes Film Festival for directing a movie called War Pony. But the most important person in Riley's world was her little brother Benjamin. He was born in 1992 and he looked exactly like Elvis. I'm not kidding. The resemblance was so strong it was almost creepy. When Benjamin turned 17, Universal Records offered him a $5 million recording contract, just because of how much he looked like his grandfather. Riley and Benjamin were super close. She called him her twin soul. They understood each other in ways that only make sense when you grow up in such a weird situation. But in 2020 everything changed. What I'm about to tell you is going to sound unbelievable, but it's all true, and it comes straight from Lisa Marie Presley's own words. In 2020, Benjamin Keough killed himself. He was only 27 years old. Just like that, he was gone. Lisa Marie was completely destroyed. Benjamin wasn't just her son. He was her baby. The connection between them was incredibly deep, just like Elvis had been with his own mother. Now most families would have a funeral right away. Most families would try to move on as best they could, but the Presley family isn't most families. Lisa Marie made a decision that shocked everyone who found out about it. She kept Benjamin's body in her house for 2 entire months. I need you to really understand what I just said. For 2 months, Benjamin's body was on dry ice in a bedroom at Lisa Marie's house in California. The room was kept at exactly 55 degrees. Lisa Marie worked with a funeral home to make this happen. Why would someone do this? In Lisa Marie's own words, she felt like she was still being a mother to Benjamin. She wasn't ready to let go. She needed time to figure out where to bury him. Maybe Hawaii, maybe Graceland. But more than anything, she just wasn't ready to say goodbye forever. This wasn't completely out of nowhere for the Presley family. When Elvis died back in 1977, they also kept his body for longer than usual before the burial. Lisa Marie was remembering what happened when she lost her dad. Riley stood by her mom through all of this. Think about what that must have been like for her. Your brother is dead, your mom is falling apart, and his body is literally in the next room over. After 2 months, something shifted. Both Lisa Marie and Riley felt like Benjamin was ready to move on. They could sense that he wanted to be buried. So they had a funeral service in Malibu, and then Benjamin was buried at Graceland, right next to Elvis. But that wasn't the end of the tragedy. In January 2023, Lisa Marie Presley died too. She had some kind of cardiac problem and passed away at age. Riley believes, and a lot of other people agree, that Lisa Marie never got over losing Benjamin. Her heart was broken, and she couldn't find a way to heal. All of a sudden, Riley was in charge of everything. The whole Elvis empire, Graceland, the business, the legacy, all of it was now her responsibility.
It's been a lifetime waiting for.
When Lisa Marie died, she didn't just leave behind sadness. She left behind a huge fortune and a legal mess that was about to tear the family apart. Here's what happened. Back in 2016, Lisa Marie changed her will. She took her mom, Priscilla, off as the person in charge and put Riley and Benjamin in control instead. But when Lisa Marie died, Priscilla said, "Hold on a minute." Priscilla went to court and said the signatures on that will were fake. She claimed Lisa Marie never told her about the changes. Basically, she was fighting Riley for control of everything Elvis related. And we're talking about serious money here. The person who controlled this trust would own 15% of Elvis Presley Enterprises. That's worth about $500 million. Plus, they'd own Graceland itself.
Don't make me feel this way. Come on.
For months, this played out in the newspapers. It looked like Riley and her grandmother were having some kind of nasty family fight. But Riley said later, that wasn't really what was happening. She understood that Priscilla just wanted to protect Elvis's legacy, the same thing Riley wanted. In August 2023, they worked out a deal. Here's exactly what happened. Riley agreed to pay Priscilla $1 million from Lisa Marie's life insurance money. She also paid another $400,000 for Priscilla's lawyer bills. In exchange, Priscilla became a special advisor to the Elvis estate. She gets paid $100,000 a year for the next 10 years. Most importantly to her, when Priscilla dies, she gets to be buried right next to Elvis at Graceland. Riley became the person in charge of everything Elvis. She was now officially the guardian of Graceland and everything that goes with it. But just when things seemed settled, another problem showed up. In May 2024, some company nobody had ever heard of said Lisa Marie owed them $3.8 million. They claimed she had borrowed this money and hadn't paid it back. If she didn't pay up, they were going to force Graceland to be sold. Riley knew this was garbage immediately. She went to court and said these loan papers were fake, that someone had forged her mother's signature. The judge agreed with Riley and stopped the sale. This wasn't just about money. Graceland gets more than 600,000 visitors every year. It's a piece of American history. Riley had to protect it from scammers trying to steal it. And she won. Graceland was safe.
My brain is flaming. I don't know which way to go.
So what's Riley Keough doing now? She's not just surviving, she's actually thriving while taking care of one of the biggest legacies in American music. First, let's talk about her family. Riley married a guy named Ben Smith Peterson back in 2015. He's a stuntman she met when they were making Mad Max Fury Road together. In 2022, they had a baby girl through a surrogate. They named her Tupelo Storm Smith Peterson. Tupelo is the town in Mississippi where Elvis was born. Storm was Benjamin's middle name, so even the baby's name is a way to honor the family history. Riley is also taking care of Lisa Marie's other kids. The twins Finley and Harper are 16. They live with their dad Michael Lockwood. But Riley manages their money and makes sure they get to be normal teenagers without all the craziness that comes with being Presley.
Well, the world turns.
Now let's talk about Riley's biggest achievement this year. She finished her mother's memoir. The book is called From Here to the Great Unknown. Riley completed it using recordings that Lisa Marie had made before she died. In October, Oprah Winfrey picked it for her book club. That's like getting a gold star from America's most trusted person. But here's the really cool part. Julia Roberts agreed to read the audiobook. Think about that for a second. One of the biggest movie stars in the world reading the life story of Elvis's daughter. The book became a huge bestseller. Riley also did a big interview with Oprah that was filmed right at Graceland. It was her first major TV appearance since her mom died, and it showed people that she was healing and ready to move forward. Her acting career is going great too. She just finished a show for Hulu called Under the Bridge. She's also producing movies through her own company, which she started to help tell stories that matter. One project that's really special to her is a short film she made at Graceland, called In Process. It's about creativity and serves as a tribute to her family's artistic side. She's showing that Graceland isn't just a museum, it's still a place where art happened. So here's the complete answer to whatever happened to Elvis's granddaughter. Riley Keough took a family story full of tragedy and turned it into something hopeful. Previous generations of Presleys dealt with addiction, early death, and family problems. But Riley broke that pattern. She says her approach to everything is simple. I always tried to do what my mother would have wanted. And what Lisa Marie wanted was for Graceland to stay a family home, not just a tourist attraction. Riley avoided all the problems that hurt her family before. No addiction, no early death, no family drama. Instead, she built a strong marriage. She's raising a healthy daughter, and she gets along well with her extended family.
Take my whole life too.
The $500 million estate is now secure for the next generation. 3 young people, Tupelo Storm, Finley, and Harper, will inherit this incredible legacy when they're old enough. Riley went from being a kid hiding from tourists at Graceland to becoming an Emmy-nominated actress and a Cannes Film Festival winner. She survived a $500 million court battle and came out with her family relationships stronger than before. Most amazingly, she took some of the most disturbing family secrets imaginable, like the story about keeping her brother's body for 2 months, and found a way to share them in a way that helps people heal, instead of just shocking them. Today, Riley Keough is the sole guardian of Elvis Presley's legacy. The little girl who used to hide upstairs during tours now opens Graceland's doors to the world. She's living proof that even when terrible things happen, you can find a way to build something beautiful from the pieces. Elvis's legacy lives on, not just through his music, but through the strength and wisdom of the granddaughter who refused to let his memory be destroyed. That's what happened to Elvis's granddaughter. She became exactly what Graceland needed, not just someone to own it, but someone to bridge the gap between Elvis's incredible past and the Presley family's bright future.